Welcome to the Miners post-game press conference presented by People's National Bank. Sign up for a Miners checking account at any one of their many locations. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois for 100 years. Now, here's manager Mike Pinto.
We looked at this week coming in and said, we need to take series. We take series, we take care of business. We don't have to worry about what everybody else did. We take care of our own business. So, the guys have done just a great job. They played great baseball the last 2 days, and we've had some big, important hits. We've had some key bunts that have gotten down and moved runners over and 2-out hits. So we've done a lot of really good things, and that doesn't take anything away from the job Danny Zeffro did today. Tremendous job on the mound. Probably his best, most important performance of the year for us.
You called on Goldie in that situation. He came up big.
Yeah, I just thought Adam was not seeing the ball real well against Peace. Peace throws across his body, and that's a tough angle for the lefty to pick up. Even though Adam hits lefties pretty well, he struggled against him and thought in that situation, let me get Goldie in and see if I have a chance.
But he came through.
So came through big. Yeah, came through big. I mean, drove 4 RBIs in the last 3 innings of the game. Really important.
That's big for him. He's been a key contributor. He doesn't show up a lot on the box score, but he's been there.
Well, it's funny. He and I had a conversation yesterday because he's such a professional. He hasn't been playing. He doesn't sulk. He doesn't mope. He waits for whatever opportunity is given his way. I mean, here's a guy who was hitting 300 before he got here, an everyday player. Came in, struggled a little bit. We picked up Adam Hale, who got on fire. We pick up Holdren, and next thing you know, Goldie's not playing. He's a 4th outfielder, and some guys don't take that well. Some guys go in a corner and they sulk and they have a bad attitude, and the opposite is true for him. So when he gets hits, you see our dugout erupt because you love the guy. So I'm equally happy for him as I am certainly us for having the success.
You expect a Miller and a Metropolis, but sometimes in a playoff run like this, it takes maybe a Goldsmith to come through as well.
Well, I mean, you think back over the World Series that have been won over the years, and it's more times than not, it's that guy. It's not the big guy. It's not the superstar. A lot of times it's that guy that, is hitting 230, and he gets the big hit to drive in the important run. So Goldie came up so big for us tonight. Those were 2 of the biggest hits of the year for us.
You had a lot of outstanding defense tonight. Was that one of the better games of the year, you think?
Yeah. We had, think about the play Brad Miller made going to third base and throwing the runner out there. How many missiles have been hit at him this year that he just catches and steps on the bag and gets a double play? Those get lost sometimes in the box scores. They're not lost to us about what a good defensive player he is. I've been really fortunate. I had Chris Hall, who's the best third baseman I think I will ever have, and Brad Miller now falls into that best first baseman I could ever have. He's just such a phenomenal defensive player.
Did your team just feel like really loose and confident, with the off day on Monday? Did they come here? Did they show that?
Well, it's funny. We lost a tough game Sunday night, and yet yesterday Stephen Holdren made a comment to me. He said, as you see a lot of teams that are in these situations and they're really tight, and he said, I bought a ping pong table for the team. I said if they got into 13 games over 500, I'd buy a ping pong table. So it was delivered yesterday, and they're setting it up, and so the guys are talking about. They're not talking about the game. They're talking about who's going to beat who in the ping pong matches. And so things were really loose out there, and continued again today. We have a lot of veteran guys on this team. Even though they might have veteran status, they've played a while. And the guys that are vets, true vets, are so even keel that they don't get too high, too low. You don't hear exuberance out there. Guys are happy they won, but there's no party going on out there. They haven't done it all year. They don't get down. If we lose a game, it's not total silence. And if we win a game, it's not, over exuberance either.
Metropolis may play in right field early, and I think the 4th or 5th inning, right, Dobin caught a ball. I think that's a big play for you defensively.
Big play. Could have changed the game. Of course, the home run he hit, into Cocapelli, I don't know, whatever hole that is over there. Somebody told me that Leroy the Rally Skunk is sitting out there, and the ball got near him, and he sprayed the area over there. So, Leroy wasn't real happy, but he said, all right, he woke me up, I'm going to have to go to work.
30 home runs this season playing in this ballpark.
What an incredible year. What would he hit if he hit at Gateway or River City or one of those places? Just a tremendous offensive effort all year. And just imagine if he actually had a spring training, what he might have done. So very happy for him personally. You know, if you talk to Joey at all, you know, he's such a pro. He's such an even guy. And you know, I'm glad for him to have the personal success.
You're taking care of business now. You got one more game to go, but you need this game tomorrow as much as you need it today.
There's no doubt about it. Pressure's on them, but pressure's on us. You know, I've got Ryan Bird going tomorrow. I always like my chances when I write his name in, and so we'll take care of business with him tomorrow, and hopefully move on from there.
Came within an eyelash of having another triple play. It would have been 2 in a week.
Yeah, almost did. I mean, here I haven't seen one in, you know, the 9 years I've been in this, and almost have two. So, you know, within a week. So very strange, very strange.
And that was still a key play that kept kept them from having a rally there.
No doubt about it. You know, it was a little confusion at the plate. You know, Sweet didn't know there was a force out at third base, so he just tagged the base and went to first. Not knowing he had to make a tag. So, yeah, there was a little confusion there. But that happens in the thing of the moment, and you don't hear what's going on. The crowd's loud, and, you know, that just happened.
What was their coach complaining about?
I have no clue.
Dating back to the last homestand, you've been in a pretty nice role here at home from down the stretch.
Well, I mean, what are we now? 16 games over 500 at home. I mean, that's outrageous. I mean, there are a lot of teams that don't finish 10 games over 500 all year, much less to be what we're at home right now. So we play well here. The crowd, these are Miners fans. They're not just showing up to the game because it's a picnic or an outing or something to do on a, you know, on a summer's night. There's school going on right now. There's things going on in people's lives, and yet, you know, we're still seeing an awful lot of people out here, and they know the game. They know when, you know, the guy got the bunt down, everybody's cheering. They know that was important. So those kind of things make a 10th man for us on the field.
A lot of rallies with the 2 outs tonight.
Yeah, a lot of them. I mean, you think the one inning started when the shortstop threw the ball to first. Next thing you know, Jeremy's safe. Then Tony gets a hit, and you know, we tried to make something happen. Got Tony to second base, and next thing you know, Goldie gets a base hit, and that's 2 runs. You know, just a lot of 2-out stuff happened for us in our favor.
Miners fan, are you? Hi, this is Bill Bond II with People's National Bank. Show your love for the Miners today by opening a Southern Illinois Miners checking account. It only takes $100 to open, and every time the Miners win, you win too. That's right, every time the Miners win a regular season or postseason game, your interest rate goes up. Stop by your local People's National Bank today to find out more.